Woo! Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Jordan Arnold, Hoonigan, Dustin Johnson, Garrett, Fear, Coble, Jason, Logan. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Say hi when you can see me. Say hi when you can see me. Who's all here? Say hi. Woohoo! Welcome in. Hey, hi. There we go. Troy, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Fear, everybody here. Vernon, welcome in, man. How y'all doing? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hey, it's all good, Fear. It's all good, man. We got some progress to show you today, so all good, man. Tractor Will, welcome in, dude. How you doing, man? Dustin Johnson, there you are. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Guys, next task. If you can hear me, hit the like button. How about that? You guys got that for me? Can we handle that? Excited? Yeah, you should be. It's going to be good today. It's going to be good today. Going to be good. All right, let's do this. I'm ready. You guys ready? Let's do this. It's going to be good. So, as a lot of you guys know, I did get the loader tidied up. I got it to where those top pins there aren't coming out. Cool, cool. Still shift maybe just a little bit in operation. It's so hard to see though. Like, I'm not sure that most people will be able to tell that it's doing that. See, they're kind of sitting just a little bit high there. It's so freaking close though. I'm cool with that. Today, we need to test the attachment lineup of all the different attachments. Hopefully. We'll get to this part. We'll see. We got some other important stuff. Cameron Johnson. Oh, that's right. That's right. Forgot your YouTube name is Dustin Johnson, but your real name is Cameron Johnson. You can see that right there, just underneath my head there. If I tilt it out, the attachment's like raising up a little bit. If I tilt back, it's where it's supposed to be. Might have to touch that up a little bit. We'll see. And we also need to check to make sure that all of the attachments line up where they're supposed to. We'll check that. More importantly, much bigger news, as you can see by this nicely mowed patch of grass, the thing is mowing now. There's still some stuff we need to work on, and a little bit of carryover from what we were working on last week, where we need to correct the drive over function just a little bit to where we can make sure we can drive over it. But if I turn this guy on, we are mowing. And then if I open F1, if I hit Control Y, right now we're in mulch it mode. Now we're in mow it mode, which is your toggle work mode. Whatever setting that is on your controller, that's what it's going to be here. Now, I do think I might need a few minor adjustments with this. We'll see. No, maybe not. Nope, it's all good. It's just the height of the grass, right? You have to, on a regular mower, you can only mow certain height grass. And as you can see, it's outputting a swath. That swath needs adjusted a bit. It's awfully big right now. Let's see if we can't tone that down a little bit if we get around to it. But it's mowing, man. It's mowing. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Looks good. Everything looks nice. Mowing at 14 miles an hour. All looks great. Now in mulch it mode, we do run a little bit slower. We're looking at 7 mile an hour. I might bump that up to like, oh, maybe not. No, maybe it's happy with me. I did those first couple patches. It did it for me at 7. Oh, there you go. Raise and lower mower affects the speed. So you can have the mower raised and still mow. Man, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. If we leave the swathing for, or the raise and lower to change what speed you mow at. So you can either mow at full speed of the tractor, or you can mow at the speed of the mower. That's kind of sweet. I kind of like that. It's kind of slick here, Josh. I didn't even realize that's what it was. Struggling with your channel? Tell me why, man. What's going on? Swath is kind of coming from the tires. We do need to work on that. Like I said, first thing, though, we need to get it to where we drive over the thing. As you can see, it struggles just a little bit with that. And it actually struggles even more going forward. We need to do some adjustments there. And you can kind of knock it into the ground just a little bit if you really try. Yeah, still got to work on that. I got to figure out what's going on, why that does that. Slightly annoying issue that we've been dealing with for a while, but I think we can maybe figure it out. I have an idea that might work, but we'll see. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like it's a bad idea. That might work. We'll see. All right, so let's go open up the i3D on the mower, and we're gonna play around with that collision we were working on. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool with the raise and lower for speed. That way you got a realistic option and you got a nice full speed option. All you got to do is raise or lower the mower. Now, that being said, I think if you hire AI, it's probably going to default to lowering the mower. Although we can change that, can't we? Change it where it has to lower. Yeah. Man, Josh is a smart guy. You know that? Josh is a very smart guy. Let's try that. I just scaled it up just a little bit. And reload. Let's see if when we drive up on it, if it'll work. Not quite. And we knocked it back into the ground. That's one thing about this issue. It's been a real pain trying to get the thing from knocking itself into the ground. Let's drag it out and away from the mower a bit. And I put a link to my Discord. You put now people joining, so I'm gonna link my Discord. So let me tell you this: getting people to join a Discord is very hard. It's very hard to do. And really, it's not even getting people to join, it's getting people to stay in it. Let me tell you that. So even once you get those people to join, it can be sometimes be even harder to get them to stay, if that makes sense. So I honestly, the best thing I can tell you is don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're going to come naturally. And the people that you get will be of higher quality if you let them come naturally. Does that make sense? Now, ideas for what to make videos about. I'll be honest with you. It's something I really struggle with myself, and I don't have great advice for, other than be inspired by other people's content. Watch other farming simulator YouTubers and see if you can't emulate an idea that they had without copying it. Put your own unique twist on it. That's the best thing I can tell you. It's really hard to come up with farming simulator content that's original at this point. A lot of content is a variation on somebody else's content, and that's okay. We all understand. All the content creators in this community know and have been through that same struggle. So don't be afraid to do something that somebody else has already done. It's okay. Does that make sense? Those are my two biggest suggestions I can give you. Control D? Yes, exactly. It's okay to copy somebody else's idea as long as you put your own twist on it. And I'll be honest with you, that is what 99% of other channels do. It's perfectly okay to do that. There we go. Let me try that. No, so you can't be copyrighted for that. Using somebody else's idea cannot get you copyrighted. It's an idea. There's no copyright on ideas. Does that make sense? Now, if you use copyright music, like say you go and put a Rihanna song in your video, you don't have the license to do that. That's a copyright. It's completely different. Does that make sense? Let me try this. See what that does. For some reason I have 6 subs. Been there. You know, at one point my very first video ever on YouTube was a Minecraft video back in like 2007, 2009. Something like that. Okay, so now we're locked on the collisions. Now we need to add a way to hide these. The idea behind these is that it'll make it hopefully easier to drive over, but we can't have them interfere with operation of the tractor. Try that, see if that helps at all. No, just kind of locked on them. Alright, we need to check the XML on these. XML, SSD mower. What was the latest this mod? Are you talking like the absolute latest it could be? I mean, it could be any time. I could give up on it and never put it out, but my plan is hopefully to have it out by the end of the year. It's my plan, my goal. Now, that being said, there's still a lot to do. These models look great, but let me show you something. If I add dirt, set to 100%, you'll see that nothing happens, just tire dirt. That's obviously an issue. We need to add dirt and wear masks to everything. And that's not necessarily easy to do. The other thing is there's still some errors that we need to correct. As you can see with the player's foot, that needs corrected. There's a few little you know, things there, but it's yelling at me about compound child. Oh, I bet you I have to go open up the (21, 13, 12, 1). 21, 13, 12, 1. Yep, it's all the same. Okay, so let me save and exit out of G real quick. I'm going to open G again as a Notepad++ doc. Make sure that's all right. I can't remember what I was saying now. Distracted myself with that error. Yeah, we have to clear some errors. We have some other stuff we gotta take care of. That's okay. These are all set up the exact same. Huh. What do I throw in there then? Watch some other homeowner videos and see if anybody's done something interesting. That would be my best advice. It can be hard to be creative like that. That's fine, Cameron Johnson. No problem, man. I got it. I see ya. Sorry I didn't say it out loud, but I did read it. I need to see the... Oh, wait, I already have the XML open. Duh. Just closed it. Like an idiot. Don't need that. Let me see the... Well, there's tons of console stuff out there you can do. Absolute ton of console stuff you can do. Incorporate other pieces of equipment. Role play that you're having new gravel put in your house. Role play that you're putting a garden in your backyard. Stuff like that. It's totally easy to do. There's so much there you can do. It's just taking the time to see what other people have done and see if you can put a twist on it. Yes, Square's done a ton of homeowner videos. Ton. This is my favorite mod pack, Cameron Johnson. It's also my first and only mod pack. What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? Like I said, all the content creators take ideas from each other and try to put their own twist on them. Even if it's nearly the same thing, just on a different map. You know, sometimes that's all it takes. Maybe do a map that you've never done before. You know, it's somebody else that does really decent role play / let's play videos is Mr. Sealy P. You know, and he has his own twist on it where it's like it's a light role play, but really it's a let's play. You know, he puts himself in a situation, role plays that he's, you know, moved to this new map and now he's gonna farm it. You know, like consider stuff like that. You know. And even if, like, what best suits the role play isn't what best suits the let's play, sometimes he'll go with the you know, what's the best between the two options, you know? Maybe try stuff like that, you know? There's very unique ways you can do everything. It's just trying to come up with something yourself, you know? Take somebody else's idea and see if you can refine it in a way that works for you. It can be hard. It can be really hard. The other thing I can tell you if you're really trying to grow your channel is do some tutorial videos. Those are some of the best videos I've ever put out as tutorial videos. And I really need to do more. Really need to do more. Here. Sorry to distract from the live stream. This is good advice for anybody that's curious. Let me... I'm not going to try to brag here or nothing, but I want to show you my most popular videos on my channel. Because I think this is very valuable information. So while role plays can be extremely good, this has 24,000 views, and it's how to build better farms in Farming Simulator 22. This is my very best video I've ever put out. And you can see 462 likes and only 4 dislikes. That's very good ratio. That means the information there was valuable and people enjoyed it and were able to apply it to something else that they were doing. Now, my next best video is a roleplay video that did very well, and it's actually blown up over the last few months. As you can see, I put this out March 8th, 2022. It's been out a long time. And within the week, this one was at 10,000 views. So tutorials are super powerful, and they are your friend, and you should use them. Now, this was a time-lapse, 2,823. You could see the variance between that. Consider that when you're looking to try to put together views and grow your channel. Tutorials are very important. And even if it's a tutorial somebody else has done, if you have your own unique way of doing it, feel free to do that. Let me close that tab out just so it's not going to lag me back down at all. And I am looking for... Try this. Compound child actor doesn't work. It's awesome, Jason. Feel free to run with that idea that I had for that series and make that a series. That was one of my better ideas I've ever had, and I didn't stick with it long enough. And actually, I thought the second Elk Mountain roleplay video I did, where I was given the option of like, you know, should we build our farm here, here, or here? I thought that was a great idea that I just didn't finish, and I would love to see somebody else take that idea and see if they can do something really cool with it. It was a nice idea in my head that I just, because I don't have time enough for videos these days, I couldn't see come to reality. I need something else that has a collision that's hideable as a reference. Just out of curiosity. Oh, this doesn't have the box plate stuff. Shit. Dang, I was trying to see if Scoots edit on the box plate allowed the tines, or if they were physical objects or not. But it doesn't look like they are anyway. I'm not sure that it matters. I need a piece of equipment that, with a certain option, hides a collision. Fenders, yes, no, doesn't really change anything. Doesn't add any collisions. Front options, weight bracket, doesn't add any collisions. No. Quick hitch, doesn't really change any collisions. I need a tractor that has a collision that changes based on options. Anybody know of one by chance? I doubt any of the Giants base game do. It's not that I can think of. Oh, the Giant stuff does. Okay. So I need to see the XML on the base game 8RT. That's actually interesting. Oh, no, that doesn't... It's still not the same. I need something that... on attaching and detaching changes the collision. Ooh, what would be like that? I do like the new F-150s. My uncle actually just bought one. His is real sharp. He's got a Heritage Edition. Just got a Heritage. He literally got it like 2 weeks ago. Heritage Edition. It's got the it's a gray across the middle and then a black roof and black lower. Looks really cool. Honestly, thought it was kind of nice. Maybe not most people's style, but like the more you look at it, the more you like it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Pretty neat. Can anybody think of anything that the collisions change after you attach it? Oh, I just thought of one. I gotta go... I don't know. Hang on. I don't know for sure that that's how it works. I need to see it. Platinum does look awesome. That's a lot of money for a truck, though. Well out of my budget. So I didn't buy an F-150. That's why I bought a Ranger. Budget. I don't know for sure, but I feel like the beds on 82 Studios trucks might work like that, where once you attach it, it hides the collision. I needed to test to verify, though. Because if it does, that would be perfect. It'd be a great one to check. do feel like that's how they work. Hey, no problem, Trevor, man. Hope everything's good with you. Hope it's a good kind of busy. Gave you the best idea. What you got? What you gonna do? Tease me a little, will ya? Make sure to come check it out. Am I mad for you? Guessing you meant to say my bad. It's all good. Let me drop that over here. Go into here. Helix 3500 series. I don't really care too much about the options. I just need the truck and a bed. I need to see how these collisions work. I believe I know how they work, but I need to make sure that they work the way that I think they are. Which is to say, I think those feet are going to disappear when you attach it. It's going to hide the collisions. I grabbed the wrong bed. Am I using DOMs? I could have. I wanted to check this one, though. I wanted to check this one. I got the wrong bed. Did I still get the wrong bed? I hope not. Yes, it does hide the collisions. Doesn't stick them underground, right? Of course, I'm checking this one and it's glitching into the ground, isn't it? Is that normal? Does this normally do that? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay. Right on, Phil. Right on, right on. Yeah, when you put out a video, man, let me know. I'll definitely make sure I cruise over your channel, make sure I check it out. I do my best to try to have my bell on for everybody, but there's a lot of people to have my bell on for, if you know what I mean. Does it normally do that? I feel like it normally does that. Nina, what's up, man? I mean, I understand why it's doing that. Like, it's a pain to make that right. I totally understand why that's an issue. Totally understand why that would cause issues. It is glitched in the ground, much the same as mine does. It's not a person to resign, Ben. Banned account. I want to try. Let me go look at the XML for that. I need to see how that works. Attachments, flatbed, 3500, they're all going to be the same. I like how mine's organized a little bit better, where it's all everything in one spot. Or where you got all the attachments, all the XMLs, all the I got it. It looks nice. I really didn't mean to open the i3D, but it's okay. Let's see. Attach your joints. Yeah, that's all what I expected. Collisions. Collision leg. Yep, okay. And then we go XML. It's gonna be attachable somewhere in here. Should be towards the top somewhere, right? Components, configuration sets. How's Nina doing these days? Let's Seen you in a minute, buddy. Type, cover, fill unit, discharge. These things are so complex. I'm not gonna lie. So we do need an animation for it. I thought so. I thought so. I freaking thought so. Ours can be much simpler though. Shorts will freaking take you off. But let me warn you of this. People that watch shorts mostly do not watch videos or streams. So if you're trying to grow a streaming channel, which like I'm doing, shorts can be very counterproductive to that. So you'll get a bunch of subscribers from shorts that won't come watch your streams. And that's something you'll have to know about ahead of time. Because it can really mess with your stuff. So what I would suggest you do, Fear, is make a shorts channel. Make a short specific channel. Call it Fear Farm Shorts or something like that. And just post all your shorts there. That is probably better for your main channel in the long run. Because people that are really into your shorts, if they do want to watch your streams, what they're going to do is they're going to search up your name, and then they're going to see, oh, he has a main channel too, and then go check out the main channel. Right? Shorts are very much so a double-edged sword. Very much so a double-edged sword. And okay, let me also put it like this. If you could put out 3 videos a day, 3 shorts a day, and a stream a day, you'll be fine. Like, that's not a problem. You can do it all on one channel. But if you can't do that, and that's a ton to do, don't do it. Most people that do that have hired editors. Let me put it that way. It's not for most people. Oh, I see what it's doing. He's not hiding it. He's just changing the scale of it. No, he's not. What's he doing? Oh, it is legit raising and lowering the collision. To where, though? Where does it go after that? Is it shoving it, like, way underground? Is that it up there? How did I miss that? No? No, they really do push. I see. It legit pushes it off of there. False true. I need to go unzip it. I need to unzip this. This doesn't make sense. Oh, big side. Oh, okay. Later, Fear. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. You can unzip it. See the unzipped version. Because this doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Where are these little boxes and where are they coming from? Collisions. Those are the boxes. So where do they go? I mean, I see that they're translating. Where are they going? gotta be hiding. It runs the move support animation. The move support animation literally translates them up and down. And then from there, what's it do? Oh, it translates them twice. That does it? It moves them down. And then there's a second translate that happens that moves it. That's so weird. This doesn't apply to what we're doing. It's not the same thing. I mean, could it be done to do it? Maybe. These attachments are complicated. Just throwing that out there. There's a lot to these attachments. Praise the 82 Studios, honestly, because there's a lot to these. They're a lot more than meets the eye. A lot that happens in here. Huh. How do I apply that to what I'm doing? Because I'm sure if you could just hide it, hide the collision when it's attached, he would, right? Clearly it's not an option. Clearly that's not a thing, or he would be doing it. Huh. Weird. So I wonder if we add the same idea. Let's try to add the same idea and see what happens. So we're gonna do a move. So you go to your attachable line, and it's gonna run an animation, which Giants doesn't think little tractors are useful. That's why. That's the only reason it's not there. It's attachable. It's gonna run the support animation. So we need to add that. Instead of an object change, we're gonna do call it something like that. Let me go open the i3D on it again. There's something here to that. He's got to be doing that for a reason. If there's a way to hide a collision when you attach it that isn't using a move support, then, or isn't using you know what I mean. I don't think I'll need as much translate, but drive over the collision. Blade on attach, falseness. So then we need the animation stuff. It's gonna be animation. Instead of that, it's gonna be here. whatever we put up here. Hide drive over collision. Case. And it's gonna be, we need a folding and an unfolding section, so it's gonna go, I don't know why that's not what it needed to be. Trying to make games for mobile, because a lot of people play them actually. I don't know that I need double. I probably do need the double lines because it's doing one thing and then it's doing another. And then let me try that exact code. It's the support frame group. That hides that, okay. Sets the visibility from false to true. At this point of the animation, at 0.10, yeah. Hides it, okay. He has a, we'll grab the folding text. We'll grab the attach and detach, what we'll call it. Be almost the same exact concept, except for applied to our purposes, I hope. Probably not going to work at first. It's probably going to do something weird. I'm almost positive of it. So we're going to call it, instead of collision leg fold, it's going to, collision leg front left, it's going to be drive over collision. It's probably going to act really funny at first. I'm almost guaranteeing it. It's going to act really funny at first. Well, and I'd tell you the other thing is it's it helps advertise the game in a way that's fairly cheap because mobile games are fairly affordable to produce, if that makes sense. I put these all in wrong, didn't I? These all need to move over to at least there, right there. There. There's got to be more to it than that, though. No. So you're not understanding it. So the phone engine is not the same as the console, or it's not even close. So the engine for the phone, the mobile game, has nothing to do with the full game. It's a complete offshoot, and again, what it's really designed to do is help sell the main game. Does that make sense? Think of it like that. It's not wasted resources. Again, Troy, what they're really doing with the mobile game, I promise you, the mobile game makes money for the main game. It's not wasted resources. It's completely different departments that work on the mobile game versus the main game. And it is something that if it were my company, I would be doing as well. It's not the way it works. Not the way it works at all. Did that just work? I kind of feel like that might have just worked. If I could drive over this thing, I mean, it worked. Not quite. Okay, so I gotta change the translate on the detached version. Where has it put them? First try something almost worked. Almost worked. Yeah, I mean, it didn't break it. Is the real shocker here. I completely thought we were going to be breaking it, but it did not break it. And in fact, it didn't even throw any errors. It took that code like freaking water to wine. It's first, it is. New logo, Jason. Oh, I know why. No. Let's try it. Huh. So, how does that work? Direction, 1, -1. So when you're detached, it should put them back to wherever they were. I wonder if I have to have the support tag in the attachable. Everything back. Oh, what I just screwed up there. What's up, Faber? How you doing, man? Support. And make these work as supports almost. I mean, in a way, that's what it is. Running along, that disables when attached. That's what I'm trying to do. It's exactly what I'm trying to do. It's just trying to get something that enables and disables when it's attached is much more complicated than it sounds, because there has to be an animation that plays, more or less. I'm pretty sure it's not backwards. I think it's just not recognizing what I told it. I think. It's a hat day for me. I'll go back to not wearing a hat here sooner or later. I like wearing a hat at work because it keeps crap out of my hair. Kind of always have. That's exactly what I'm looking at, Keith, is I got David's supports here pulled up, and that's exactly what I'm pulling the code from. Exactly what I'm pulling the code from. I don't translate all the way to 1. Huh. It's getting his translate numbers right. That's all this is right now, I believe. I believe it's getting all of these numbers correct. Make it work right. Because it's there, it is doing something. I can't tell what, because I think it's so off scale from what mine is, basically. Top of that, I still need to figure out why the hell it sinks into the ground. Select exports, once the attached equipment, go to 000 scale, and it's attached. Yeah. So really, I wonder if I don't need the translate line and I just need the scale line. Let me try that. And now the collisions just in general aren't showing up. You do have translate lines. And don't play it, Troy. They're that terrible. I mean, could they use improvement? Sure, but like saying they're absolutely terrible is disingenuous because you play the game, right? And really, they're not that terrible. I mean, obviously, we all sit here and play it still, right? They're not so bad that it's unplayable. Is there better games out there? Sure, but is there a better farming game out there? No, there's not. So that's me being straight up honest. Like, if you want to enjoy farming, then this is what you got. And Giants will improve over time. Like, and I mean, we're talking about a game that came out in 22, but also from a studio that's about a 50th the size of any of the other major game studios, and they release broken shit anyway. It's all just relative, right? Yeah, no game will ever be perfect. I mean, what's your frame of reference here? Games, graphics, and mechanics are terrible as compared to what? What are you comparing it to? Because that matters, right? If you're saying one thing is terrible, then what are you saying it's terrible compared to? I think I'm missing something. I think there's part of this here that I didn't see. I don't understand what I'm missing. So what I really don't understand is this line here and this line here the exact same. So it's not actually doing anything. Aside from the -1, it's changing direction. I don't understand how it's differentiating between directions. Well, I mean, aside from one negative. Well, I have that. Start and end, right, I see that. They are really good on a PC. The graphics are pretty good. There's definitely better graphics out there, but not from another farming game. And maybe I need to play another farming game on stream just so you guys can like really see the difference. Like it's night and day FS compared to every other farming game out there. I mean, it's a start and an end, but the start and the end for folded and unfolded are the same. Aside from the -1. So I don't understand what I'm missing here. I mean, start translation numbers, end translation numbers makes sense to me. Start scale, end scales makes sense to me. I'm not sure I understand why. Right now my collisions are completely just not there. No matter how I hold this thing. You're not way off in space or anything. Pick up your sled deck. Alright. Yeah, because my collisions are just completely not there, whether it's attached or detached. Ranch Simulator's honestly like nothing compared to Farming Simulator. Like it's cool, but we're not even in the same realm. And Unreal Engine is a great engine that tons and tons and tons of games use, and I would just as soon take FS over it any day of the week. Because just because it has a good engine doesn't mean that it's a better farming game. Hello? Taz? Taz is here? I like Ranch Simulator. Like, it's a cool game, but it's not on the same level. I'm sure there's tons of people out there that enjoy it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you think of it if you enjoy the game and play it, you know. What other people think of it. I mean, case in point, you know. If you're talking... let me use Starfield, for example. Have you guys heard all the hate coming out about freaking Starfield lately? Oh my goodness, man. People are just ripping it a new one. You know what? I could care less because I love it. It's like... one of my favorite freaking games of all time, man. It's fantastic. It's so good. Play it all day, every day. I could care less what the hate is. I mean, there's even hate about, you know, political stuff and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, I don't care. It's such a good game. Like, it's so good. Who is Taz? I'm assuming. Taz is a modder, man. Taz is a modder. And yes, he's an OG, man. He's been right here a while. I met Taz back when I was... what's a Starfield? Haven't played Starfield? Man, you're missing out. Missing out. We're having game discussions here. Here. Starfield. It's a game that just came out this year from Bethesda. I'm sure you know who Bethesda is. Based in space. It's really freaking cool. You get to fly your spaceship and do all that cool stuff. It's awesome, man. I love it. So good. Build your own custom ships. Cultivator should be released if it's 28-ish. Taz, what am I doing wrong right now? I'm trying to add... okay. Try to add some collisions to this thing so when you go to drive over it, you can actually drive over it without any issues, which are these guys right here. So what I did is I took the support animations from the 82 Studios 3500 flatbed, where those feet there on the bottom disappear, reappear, right? And the way they do that is with a move support on the attachable. So go to your attachable, blah, 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 blah. Where's that? Attachable runs support for animation name move support. Delay it on attach false. Go down to your animations. It's running move support, which is this section here. You got your front left, front Oh, there's a third one. I totally missed that. I found it. I found out why it's not working. Figured it out. I'm an idiot. Who knew? Who knew I was an idiot? There's 3. Drag over. Collision. 5 million excuses about all. I bet you could. See, this is why sometimes it's good for me to just start speaking out loud, because sometimes I just figure stuff out that way. Sometimes it just makes sense. Oh, get rid of that negative. Yep, I bet that'll work now. What are the odds? Pick that up. 12, reload. They're still not there. Okay, well, Starfield on PS4? No, you cannot play Starfield on PS4. You cannot play Starfield on PlayStation at all. Tractor Will, appreciate it, man. Okay, so I gotta go look at what Josh sent me, because he knows something I don't. Move stand. Animations, move support, part node stand, start time, visibility, add ghost from true to false. Collisions. It still doesn't make sense, Josh. Compared to the way this one works. I mean, I could try it that way, but... Move support. What that's doing on yours is just hiding it. Well, oh, I see. There's collisions and rams. Okay, I see it. I see it. Never mind. Working on CNC. I've done a lot of stuff with CNC. I don't run a CNC machine, but I work on them a lot. And I work on a lot of tooling for CNCs. And I've done G-code, all that. Written my own programs and stuff. Start time, end time, end transition. I don't see it changing the scale though. Where is it changing the scale at? Yeah, I don't think that's quite gonna work for this, because there's no scaling involved. Which is what we need to do. We need to make the thing teeny tiny. You know what I don't understand though? This has the start scale as teeny tiny. What if the start scale when you attach was 1, 1, 1 and the end scale was these numbers? Copy. Paste. So when you attach it, it starts as 1 and it ends up tiny. And then when you... And I don't think I need the translations. I don't think I need them. Let me try that. Yes, now they've reappeared. Is my evil plan working? Okay, grab over it. Hope it didn't make them tiny. Just made me float. Okay, so re-add in. It's a nice proof of concept. Now let's just move them off to the side. No, it's not. It's not doing anything with them. Hey, my steering wheel has dirt textures, I just realized. It's because it's made of rubber, isn't it? Or plastic or something, isn't it? And the steering wheel's coated as rubber, isn't it? I don't think that's correct. Gender one. Okay. Maybe. Might be right. Let me exit the game and come back in once. Oh, fair enough. No problem. Really am ready to start doing dirt and word textures, but I don't even know what program I want to use. Toss me your recommendations for dirt and word textures. What's the easiest? Substance. Substance costs money. I can't even remember. Can't even remember. I don't know. Okay. I'll look into it. Because we're probably about to the point where I need to start on that. Just about to the point. Pending a few more bug fixes. Yeah, it still has one way off to the side. That's not right. It doesn't feel right because the attach and detach are all the exact same. And it's not scaling them though either, so it's still not right. This one's beating me up. They're not moving when you attach and detach it at all. I mean, it's just following the motor, and now they're off to the right. Testing. Testing, testing. Which one of these numbers moves it? None of them do. Huh. I don't understand how 82 Studios is making these work. I don't understand. Hey, Josh, do me a favor. On your sled there, test for me to see if the collision actually hides itself when you attach it or not. So right now I'm not really understanding what that's doing. I see it's making the cylinders move. I see the stand goes visibility true, visibility false, which is all fine and good. It starts as visibility false. Does work, I'll try that. I don't think this one's gonna work. Right now it's not really doing anything. Collision. Yeah, stop making it. Did that just work? It does work. Yeah, you just have to run an animation for it. That did work. So then just adjust the collisions to make it work really well. Where you can drive over it nice and easy. And once it's hidden, they're not in the way at all. Get it up to 14 miles an hour just fine, yeah. Yeah, just fine. Huh, never mind. It's all good, that worked. Alright. So, yeah, I guess the baloney to all the other crap we just did. Don't need any of that. That was the right idea. Just not for our uses. I kind of thought that's how that worked, but, like, I wasn't sure. Cool. I wasn't sure if you could just hide collisions or not. Apparently you can. Cool. Alright. Problem solved. Exit out of that. Let's go just adjust these damn things to get them where we like them. We could even make them big. We can make them however we want them to be. Drop them down nice and low, or we can drive over them nice. Let's see what works. go up a little bit more with them. Yeah. Lower this one down. Raise this one up a little bit. Yeah, we can play around with these all day. Get them working right. I know I could reload it the other way, but okay, why didn't I like that? Put them back. Weird. Back to exactly where they were when we started. Not lay it all there. Let me try this. That's not what I wanted. Try that again, drive up on it, hooks up, and we're in business. Alright, cool. Okay, so it works and real nice. It's gonna take some fine tuning. You know, I think we might need to add another one too, to go underneath the whole thing. Except for this one's gonna be a little bit different. Probably need to zero the scales on all of them too. Sure. I think this one might help keep us from worrying about the stupid thing where everything syncs through the map. If I do this right. Basically like a floor to the whole thing. And it'll just hide whenever we attach it. I don't know for sure that this will work. We're gonna try it. Scale, apply. Scale, apply. Scale, apply. That is applied to scale. Try that. See if that doesn't fix any of our issues. Is it getting stuck in the map? Just figure it out. I just cracked the code. I think I just did freaking crack the code, guys. Can I drive on it? Simulate, welcome in, man. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing all right. Driver collision. These in the order that I like. Rear, front, bottom. Drop that in. Now if we go set everything to work off of that. The XML. This project for today, we're trying to get the drive over functioning really nicely, so that way you can just drive right on, drive right off, no big deal. Drag them into the transform group. You use your middle, hold down on your scroll wheel. This guy, hold down on your scroll wheel. Put it right there. Yep, this one's kind of, it's been tricky, but I think we figured it out. I think I know how it works now, and it makes sense, so. And that way, no matter what tires you have on the tractor, it's going to drive over it nicely every time. That's what we're trying to get worked out. Because these will all be part of the group. Hey, no problem, man. We got about 15 minutes left, and I'm done anyhow for the night, so no problem, man. Appreciate you popping by. Appreciate it. Collisions. D for the first one. It's gonna go 012. Okay. I probably don't need to do this, but this is me just being paranoid and making sure I do everything right. It doesn't hurt anything to do it. So if we tell the game that that's what all of those are, they're all collisions to the drive over functionality. Right now it's acting like it's not dropping that bottom collision, it's hiding it. It should be. Seems to be working until you attach it. What is next? I still got to get these things all working right, because they're still not working right. Minor adjustments of this. After tonight, though, so tomorrow night we'll probably work on whatever finishing touches for the mower need done, and then whatever finishing touches for the loader need done. That's my goal. And then hopefully after this week, hopefully next week, I can get started on doing the dirt and wear textures. Is my hope. And that'll leave everybody else in the modding group here that we got. We got Josh and Keith and Scoot and all them working on stuff. Hopefully that leaves them plenty of time to work on any other little things that they find. Gives them time to test and break and test and break. See what we can come up with. While I work on dirt. Where? It'll be something new for the streams we can work on figuring out together, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. So I think we need to do the testing. Don't worry. Good. There's gonna be tons of it to do. Get more decals. Yep, it gives everybody plenty of time to kind of free ball it and see what all we can get done. Is really what it does. It might mean that way more stuff gets done maybe a little faster. Who knows? We'll see. Because, I mean, a lot of it's going to be bug fixes, you know? Might just be quick progress. We'll see. I'm very concerned to see how me doing dirt and wear is going to go. I'm not confident in my abilities. I think I can figure it out, but R underscore R underscore D. Back to two hand. Ooh. Man, we got Keith with two hands. We got Josh getting into it. Pretty sure Scoot's been having his own little peek in the background, looking at stuff. Might make some real quick progress. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Now it works the way it's supposed to. It kind of rockets you off of it, but... Can make some adjustments there to make that a little bit better. Now we're stuck again. Alright, well, you know, that's pretty good. That's a lot better than we were looking. Now I can individually scale them and do what we need to do to make them work. They could be wider, they could be narrower, they could be whatever they need to be. I do for the rear one, I did 1247. Let's match it. We're just going 1247. Now I gotta lock the scale again. Try that. I should be zeroed out now. Let's see exactly how they need adjusted. down a bit. See, it acts weird sometimes when you attach it. I'm not sure I understand that. The relationship between tires and collisions is so weird in this game. Now I can't get over that because it needs to be farther back, I guess. I don't know. Now it's going to be too far back, but it might work to our favor. I love that it kind of launches you. It's kind of cute. Looks like it's lined up there. Getting stuck in the ground when it attaches, yeah. Well, that's why I added that collision on the bottom, is to hopefully make it not do that. It's kind of cute. I kind of like it though. It's acting like that front collision's getting hung up to make it do that. Why it's getting caught in the ground. It's very inconsistent. We need to work on consistency. Because it's working good there, and now it's... I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do. Try without the bottom collision. I have a feeling it's going to get even more stuck though. Try just a different spot. Try it. Could. Or just act like it's not part of the group and move it and see if it does any better. Nah, first thing it does is get stuck, so I think it does help to have it. Back out of the ground, damn it. I don't understand this at all with the wheels, why they get caught in the ground. Like, why in the hell did the wheels get caught in the ground? That's got to be an engine thing, right? That I'm running into with that. I can't get it out either. It's just doing the hop fucking wave over here. I gotta sell it. Really can't fix it. There it is. Wheels have collisions on them. I mean, they're wheels. They're literally programmed as wheels. It's acting like it's hung up on that front collision now. I'm not hiding the front collision. Should be. Was before. Oh, there it goes. Extend the main collision out to the... What do you mean? What's this? Oh, that's the drop swash. I forgot what that is. Effects. Smoke emitter, yeah. Smoke out behind it. Yeah, that all makes sense. The deck collisions out to the wheels. What you mean like this? Something like that or something? See what that does? I know, obviously it's because I need to zero it, but... I don't think the main component actually has a collision. I think all the other collisions are separate of it. See, because if you click cube and mower deck, it's completely the same thing. Whatever this little cube right there is might be the only one. Whatever the fuck that little cube is. I mean, that might work. Screw it, let's try it, see what happens. Let's see if it doesn't like that. Just the front loader attachment for it, mostly. Right, that's kind of what I thought it was. It's not getting stuck in the ground. Or is it? No? Might bounce around funny for a second, but that seems to be helping it. So what if we just need to lower the drive over ramps down a little bit to match that, right? Looks like it would work. I might have the front one too far. Try that. It looks better. If this works, I'm good. That's it for the night. I mean, we can do some fine adjustments to it tomorrow, but I feel a lot better about where we're at. Reload it while it's attached. Yep. Okay. I mean, you bounce up a little bit. I could adjust that a little bit more. But can drive on and off of that. Maybe use a few more fine-tune adjustments here, but I think we've got it in a much better spot for tomorrow after Surgeon Point. Okay, no problem. Yeah, see if you can come up with any way to make it, you know, look a little bit more proper in game, because right now it's kind of bouncing around a little bit, doing some kind of funny stuff, but see if you can't work out anything else. I feel a lot better about that though right now. Cameron Johnson, see you later, man. Yep, I'm gonna get this posted. Like I said, I feel good about it. I feel like we're in a better spot. Feels like I worked something out. We need to test it with every single tire that we have and all that good stuff to make sure they all work and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.